Hello everyone, it's Rita here, and thank you for joining me today. I am working again on the Junk Mail Junk Journal, as I'm trying to call it. I keep forgetting what I call it, but so as we finished up in the last video, we've got all of our envelopes, we've got our cover made here. I think I'm going to change this out up here because, and I didn't notice this earlier, but there is a journal here instead of kind. I just thought that might look nice because it is the front of a journal. So I'm going to put that over that. I'm just going to cover it. It's just that thin paper anyway. Okay. So we did that, and I'm going to sew the signature in. But first, before we do that, we need to cover the inside of this. Well, you don't need to. You could just leave it the way it is. But I thought I had this fabric. It's kind of a Tim Holtz looking stuff. It's got numbers on it, grid lines, and it's this gold here. Seems to look nice with these other colors in this journal. So I'm going to show you in this small area here how I use my heat and bond to adhere the fabric to the inside of this. And I do the same thing with my regular size journals, and I use the what do you call them, cards, the file folders. I'm sorry, the file folders. I hope I can make some sense today. I tell you, some days it's really hard. I start to tell a story and then I watch the video back and I'm like, I didn't even finish the story. And now I don't even know what the story was yesterday, but oh well. You know, they're not that important, right? Okay, so what I do is draw around it, the paper side. This is double fused, so once I iron it on, I will take this backing off and we'll have another place to iron. So this worked out because I had it. This is the last of a roll I had, but I did buy some more. So I use it quite a bit. I use this in my quilting too sometimes. I do a lot of hand applique, but I do prefer to just needle turn it unless I'm in a hurry or something and I want to get it done faster. Then I will fuse on my little appliques. Okay, throw that over the side. I tried to clean up, try to get all the Daisy Journal stuff put away. I did want to make some tags and things, but a lot of them were journaled cards anyway. I was just going to make little pockets and stuff out of the excess. All right, so I'm going to place this here. Now, you know, I think I should go get my ironing pad. Hold on, my iron's right here. This monstrous little thing, but it protects things. So I probably should have done this before I did the decorating, and I didn't think about it, and I kind of made a list of things and what I need to do in order. Seems like no matter how you cut this, it's always kind of like a little bit off. I think that's pretty good. All right, here's my trusty old vintage iron. I buy these at thrift stores, yard sales. This one's been through a lot. I've had it for a long, long time. Sometimes they're just totally like brand new. Okay, so that's how you do that. You iron it on. Now see, we have a little overhang on this side. Ooh, it's hot. And the thing about those irons is they get very hot. The new irons today do not get hot like this one. I had a old Jewel Tea. I don't know if anybody's familiar with that company, but it was an old timer. They used to come door to door and sell stuff. And I had a Jewel Tea iron. I had that thing at least 15 years before it gave up. And I bought it used because they were very popular, like in the, I don't know, 60s, I guess. Because they used to come to my mom's house and she would buy Jewel Tea stuff. Because back then, people didn't have a car. You know, the household, I gotta find something sharp to cut that. The household back in 1960s, 50s and 60s, most women stayed home. And, why that's not coming off. Most women stayed home and their husbands went out to work, and so the bakery guy would come, the bread man, the dairy milkman, and Jewel Tea. And Jewel Tea had stuff, you know, like spices and dishes and all that kind of fun stuff. They're still very collectible, the Jewel Tea dishes. All right, so I'm going to lay this on, and I'm going to give it a little overhang, and we'll go back and cut it off. And then after I do this, I will pause the video. Okay, so that, let's get this going the right direction. So that's upright, and that's upright. So after I do this, I just want to show you how I do this. So now we pulled off the paper, and this is also fusible on that side. So then you take your fabric, and if you were using fabric on both sides, you would do the same thing to each. That's how I do my each sides. And they generally hold up really well. Your fabric goes on really nice. You know, it lays down flat. The glue doesn't show through, that kind of thing. So some of you have seen this before on my channel, but if you haven't, then this is what I do. Now I'm gonna have to get scissors that are fabric sharp. So now I'll go around and cut this off. And I think it really helps with the unraveling too of the fabric, because it is more stable that way. I just can't cut straight. I usually use my rotary cutter for this. Yeah, that one is a little loose. I might have to just iron it again. That corner. And a lot of times I put corners on my journals anyway, so, you know, if they don't get totally stuck down, they get held down with the corners. So yesterday's video has everybody listed in the description, and so you can go find Tattered Treasures, who I'm kind of using as my mentor in this, following her. She's way ahead, of course. She's probably on 6, I think it is now. Okay, so this part, we'll just ink around it, so it doesn't have any white showing or any. This was kind of all dark cardboard anyway, but even the threads are a little bit white when they get cut. Plus this one, the grungier the better. Okay. So that'll make this strong in here too, because we are going to put some real heavy cord to tie this. Okay, so I'm going to pause it and I'll be right back. I'm going to sew around this so it's secure, okay? Okay, I'm back. I don't know what happened to my camera, but or my phone didn't want to turn on again. Okay, so I sewed around here. I did leave these, I don't know, I might leave strings, I might not. I did it in a brown color. And so now I think we're ready to sew in the signature. Now these come over the edge of this, and I'm not going to worry about it because I think eventually there'll be several things coming over the edge and up above the top, I think. So if it all comes down to having to hide that, but I don't see that I do. I think it's kind of cool if it's jaggedy like that. And we haven't inked anything and covered anything yet, so you know, that's what we'll find out. So I am going to kind of, I guess, layer these to a certain degree so that kind of feel like everything's gonna get, I think that one's gonna need to go in the center, and this one too. If I want that brown bag behind that, or I guess it doesn't matter. Not even sure I should put that in there, you know, because it's not really, it is recycled. Okay, it is, because it was from the restaurant. Okay, and then this piece here is going to be our center. Let's see, let me check this now. So I'm thinking if I decorate this page, it's going to show on this page. And that page will show on that page, the decorating. So really what I need to do, it's okay if I collage here, but maybe decorate where it wouldn't show. And that's something I'll just have to think about. It seems like, that's the center of that, but, well, these are not centered, they're off center, that's right, we did that on purpose. All right, I'm not gonna worry about it. It's supposed to be junky, right? Okay, I'm just gonna make sure that one's stuck pretty much in the center. And I'm not gonna be able to secure it very well. So let's secure this stuff here best I can. And in here, I'll just put a little washi tape to keep it from moving. Wait a second. It's going a little wonky. That looks a little better. They were just kind of like going a little wonky. So that'll help hold that one down while I get this stitched in. Okay, and they're going the right direction. Oops. Okay, so let me get a book to punch holes. And my awl. think, I mean, this brown would have looked good, but it's really skinny, so it doesn't, okay, so before I do this, okay, well, let me punch this first. So we're just going to punch it in the center. I'm just going to do the 3 instead of the 5. Okay. Maybe, let's go about right here. I think that'll even, it's just going to have one hole in the center for that middle one, but I think it'll stay, I hope. Okay. Now on this tie, I cut it to what, I didn't like that it was so white. So what I did was I just ran my string through my ink. Let's see. Okay, and now it's not so white. Okay, so we have to go in through this way. Can't really see the hole there. This may be a challenge getting this thickness through. I feel like I should put like the reinforcers right in here. I wonder if that would look funny. I don't know, it just seems like it might. Yeah, that's not going to help. Well, we'll just have to see what happens. I just feel like it's really going to put a big hole in it to get this big thread through. Oh, there we go. Okay. So this is going to wrap around it. Do I need to like go equally? I guess I need to leave a little room there. This is supposed to tie to the outside, I think. Oh, I gotta come up way up here. Come on. I hope I left enough. Sure this is tight enough. I don't want to split that string. Okay. It's really tough, especially with 2 of them. Let's see which one is the short. There it is. I'm finding the shorter string. Okay, so this one I'll put on this side so when we tie it. Okay. I have a lot of string on the other end. I hope that's good enough. All right, so let's just see. Basically, it just has to wrap around a couple of times and then tie. And I'm not going to cut them yet because, you know, depending on how thick the book gets is how much, you know, string we're going to need. All right, there we go. So that is, I think I need that extra. Let me see if I can't tie this up. Maybe I just see if I can put like a paper clip on it to keep it from, you know, being all dangly around our work. Okay, let me put this away. Away. Whoops. So I didn't even ask anybody how they're doing. I hope everybody's doing well. Welcome to new subscribers. I have more subscribers, so that's exciting. Okay, what was I going to do next on my list? Cutting the tags. Okay, so we have to decide now where we're going to put tags in here. Now, this one I obviously know it's going to go here. So let me put that away. And I have bits and pieces of cardboard, cereal box, and that sort of thing. So I'm probably going to need my cutter. So I don't want to make these too close. They're hard to put in and out of the pocket. But let's see. That's not long enough. Okay. So let's just cut this down about right here. And let's see, maybe trying to think if I need to save any of that or just cut the whole thing down. Let's see how wide this one is. That's good. That one would be a little smaller. I mean, a little wider. Maybe I do need to save some. All right. So we're just going to set this up here like that, and we'll cut it. I want this flap to be able to fall down over it. So we'll go like that. Okay. Oh, I didn't even set my timer. I didn't even know what time I came in here. Shoot. Okay. So that's the first pocket one. See how they're kind of stiff to get in. And I don't know if I want to make that, I don't want to make it a tag because of the flap. The ones that don't have a flap, I think I'll make into tag shape. And we'll leave them out a little bit longer too. Okay. I kind of want to cover this part. So I guess when we get to that part, we'll know what to do. All right, so we've got this one. And I think I'll make this a side pocket. Yeah, because I want like this and then this and then this and so forth. But some are not going to be. sure this stays nice down. It doesn't hinder the pocket. Okay. So I'm just going to trim this a little bit. Okay, so we have a pocket there, so we need a tag to put in there. And I kind of like that. Or should we do a variety and not have all the same? You know, most of it's going to be covered, really. Well, yeah, I think most of it will be covered. I'm not sure. I haven't got to Tanya or Izzy's part where they decorate the tags. I've only been watching them collaging the outside of the envelopes. Okay. Let's see how that fits. Now, some of these are going to act kind of weird, and so she suggested you just pull it out a little bit more. See, so that's going to show outside, but I'm going to make this tag shape. So let's see, do I have a tag handy? Tag for corners. I'm like, what happened? Okay, I see. Gotta move it over. That's all. That's like cutting off a little more than you need. Okay, so I'm not gonna even punch a hole in it at this point because I don't know what type of, if I'm gonna put an eyelet or a different type. Okay, but so this is going to stick out, and it'll have either a ribbon or something, but either way, if I don't have a hole there, you still know it's something to pull out. Okay. All right, this one is, I think, also going to be this is a top one, so we know that it's going to have to be top. Okay. I guess we'll do another tag here. Okay. Let's do something different. All right, I have this cereal box. It's pretty sturdy. I just don't really know if I want to use this. I kind of want to save this for a journal. I'm going to save it. I'm going to use up this stuff. Well, that's just about a perfect fit right there when I cut off the trim, the little fold there. They don't have to be exactly, see, I didn't cut that off. To cut this way, I can't cut that direction. So another journal I want to work on too is my daughter's, she wants a vacation journal. She eventually wants to go to every state in the United States, travel through. So she's already been through quite a few, and she'll just have to go back in and fill those. Okay, so that's way too long. Let's make it half of this, and then it'll be a little shorter with the tag. So I thought I'd work on that a little bit too while I'm doing this this piece. I don't know. I'm not used to jumping from one to the next. You know, you get all the stuff out for one. I don't know. I don't think I'll jump to the next one, but I do want to start that journal. Because otherwise I'm never going to get one made for her. All right, so this one's going to go in here like that. And so that one just is a little shorter, but it's still totally visible there. And this one's going to have one at the top. So let's see. This is just off of the back of a pad of tablet, I think. I'm just going to cut straight down this. That's the bigger part. Okay. Let's see, do I want to make, yeah, I think I want to make tags. I think I kind of want a few to stick up at the top as well. If I don't like it, I can always go back and shorten them. But I think that kind of just makes it the chunkier look. Okay. Glue this a little right here because it's causing it to catch. Still catching. It's kind of a tight fit. I think that's why. Probably should have make this a little bit narrower. So I'm gonna have to take a hair off of each side. So that's 3 little notches. And then take 1, 2, 3 right there. That way it comes out even on both sides. Much better. Okay, so see, that will stick up a little bit out of the top. Or a little more if you don't slide it in all the way. Okay. I think I want to do this. Do I want to do the same thing on that? I guess this should just be a plain journal card. Izzy did some, she took, I'm not sure how she did this. I want to say she put this card in, and then she bent this over, like that. This doesn't have a flap on it, so she bent it over this way, and she just ripped it. And it made a cute little flap. Because like these are just, they kind of look too perfect. I like this. All right, where were we? This guy. All right, so I'm going to glue this shut. And we're going to put a card in the top of this one as well. Just because this is raggedy, and I don't know, I can't really glue it shut. I guess I could. No, I can't. So we're gonna leave that side open. I'm gonna glue this edge up. I feel like I want to put something like soft in this pocket. Not necessarily a journal card. What can I put in there that would be? I just don't really want this to rip. I'm going to leave that empty. I think I want to put something soft in there. I don't know what. Okay. All right, and this one here, we probably don't need to put a journal card in. We will just put a tag. So let me cut this down. I think I'm going to cut it down lower than the tag. So I'm going to cut it down about right there. See if I can keep that. Fold it and then I'll cut it longer. Actually, let's just rip it. Cute. Okay, I'm just going to sit this in here. I don't know that this is the one that's going in there, but that's how that's going to go. Okay. Let's see. So we've got a top, side. This one here is open at the top. Okay, so let's get a journal card to fit in that. I'm going to glue this all inside here because it's going to catch on anything we put in. I'm probably could have taken this flap off. That takes care of that. Just got this little section here. I might be able to rip that off too. Okay. So let me wipe this off. What I did wrong on this one is the window. This was supposed to be way back here. Oh, darn. Didn't even remember to do that. Shoot. Oh, well. I'm kind of disappointed now because I think that was cool with the window. Let's see how much we have on this side. We have some over there. All right, let's see. That's too little. I wonder if we need a notch in this one. I may have to punch a notch in it when we decorate it. Okay, so that will fit. Just need to cut it down. Yeah, we'll just scoop it out. Okay. I feel like I'm going over the time, you guys. Okay. Here we've got 2 little pockets. Let's see how. Some of these we're going to have to cover, I think. Some we don't. Like these manila color parchment or whatever that envelope is. Just want to see how this is going to look. I think I'm going to sew around all these cards too, so when we get them collaged or whatever we're going to do, then I'll sew around them. Okay, I also have these bingo cards that are too big for any journal. You know, when you put them in there, you know, if you want to use them for a journal card, they're too big. So I thought, since they're card heavy, what if I cut them down? I was thinking just to cut the word, the numbers out. So I could fit that in. This has to be where I can well, I have a lot of them, so let's try. I'm going to go across it right here. I have a whole bunch. Where did I say I was going to go? Right about the 7. Let's see where that is. Comes out. And I've, you know, just been holding on to them because I don't know what to do. Okay. So I could take a little off of each side and have this whole number thing here. Let's try that. This will make a cute tag. Okay. And they're vintage. They're old. I don't know how old. Copyright 1936. That's how old they are. Whoop. Still have to take more off. Just hoping not to get the numbers off. A little bit more. Oh gosh. So I think I told you I took my sewing machine to get fixed, and I got it back. I was so excited. And it was $135 to fix it. Okay, so now that, I'm going to have to get that off. God, I hate losing all the cool vintage edges. what's in there. Maybe it'll be somebody's lucky number, huh? All right, let me line this up so I have to keep putting it back in. Okay, so right there and right here and right there. Okay. So anyway, there I am forgetting what I was talking about. It won't cut paper. I mean, not cut. It won't sew on paper. So I'm going to have to, well, I can't use it. But I don't know. I may have to just sort of try to work with it and see if I can't get it to on a different setting or something. I don't know. I've never known a sewing machine not to sew on paper. Because when I was in high school, we were learning to sew in high school. We had home ec. That's what they had you do, was sew on straight lines of paper. Okay. All right. I mean, I don't know if that's the most perfect looking thing, but let me think around it. Let me look. I'm thinking that I would put, you know what I did? What did I do with that? I don't know. Oh, I printed out birds last night, and I printed it out on sticky paper. I had one already printed, though, that I was going to test. I don't know where it went. All right, well, I'll save that to try it. So I could stick like the bird. I don't think I put it in here. I just cut a bunch of birds out last night. I probably put it somewhere because it was sticky. I didn't want it to get ruined. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm thinking, you know, we could just put it like a bird right here in the corner. It'd be cute. But the sticky birds, they would show through. Okay. So that's that. This one is open both sides. So these went that way, so we'll do this way. Glue that shut. All right, I'm gonna go here in maybe 5 minutes. I don't know what time I started. So I may have to finish this in the next video. My granddaughter's coming this afternoon, and she wants me to take her shopping. It's not big enough. Okay, so we've got all that little tablet, so let's cut this one. Yeah, so she wants to go what they call a fidget store, or she wants to buy fidget toys. There is a store that is, it's specifically for fidget toys. I don't know. If you don't know what that is, it's just a toy. I mean, it's just a thing like a Slinky, for instance, if you're my age. And, you know, they just slink it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And so it's like a fidgety toy. I tried to get her to buy Slinky, and she goes, oh, no, I don't want a Slinky. That's not cool. And so what they have is like these round, like a plate size round, little plate. And then there's soft plastic inside that. And all they do is punch all the little bubbles this way, turn it over, and punch all the bubbles back again. It's a fidget toy. And the thing is the school allows them, I think I'm going to let this go out. The school allows them to carry them because there's no noise, you know. So, and I guess because they think it's good for them to have things in their hands and keep them occupied, like in the hallways and stuff. They're more concerned about that toy than they are pushing a kid next to them or something. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, but she is now collecting them. I mean, she's getting her mom to buy them on Amazon, and then and they trade them at school. So it's like almost like trading cards, but they're quite expensive for a trading card. They're like, you know, $7, $8 each, and some are more. Some you can buy. Oh, why do they make it so hard to get things in? Just rip the edge of that. All right. I could probably round the corner. It would be a little easier, but I'll just take a little bit off. So she wants me to take her. She saw some at Hobby Lobby online. So I don't mind going to Hobby Lobby. Really don't need to go to Hobby Lobby. All right, so that's in there like that. That's a tab. It's going to come out, and then this has already got a place for something to go in. Let's just see if these will work on that side. And yep, they will. Because I don't think we need to, can't get the tag out. Okay. All right, I think that's where I'm going to stop because we're just past the center. We do have several more to go. And I'll just do that in the next video. So thank you for watching today, and I will see you soon. Bye.